Welcome again to Life in the God Lane. I'm Tom West, and we are going to take a look at another one of the 10 Commandments today. Keep the Sabbath, okay? And this is for the 26th of January, 2022. It's from Deuteronomy chapter 5, verses 12 through 15, our power verses for the day. Hope you'll subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that. Hit the little bell so that you know every time I roll one of these things out, you get one a day. And kind of a main message on every Friday, and that'll be more like a 20-minute message. The others are 4, 5, 6 minutes. I call them power verses for the day, and that's what this is. And I'm going through the 10 Commandments, and this is another one of them today. So I hope you'll share this video with somebody, make comments, help me get it out to as many people as I can so people can be taught God's Word. Now remember that keeping the 10 Commandments does not save you. You're not saved by keeping the 10. You're not saved for heaven by keeping the 10 Commandments. Putting your faith in Jesus and what he paid for you at the cross saves you. Jesus saves by his death to pay for sin. He took your place at your execution, and he saves by his resurrection from the dead to defeat death forever and for good. But the 10 Commandments can make our lives better. Look at Deuteronomy chapter 5, verses 12 through 15. This is what he says. Observe the Sabbath day by keeping it holy as the Lord your God has commanded you. 6 days you shall labor and do all your work. Yep, we're supposed to work, but just for the 6 days, okay? But the seventh day is a Sabbath to the Lord your God. On it you shall not do any work, neither you nor your son or daughter, nor your manservant or maidservant, nor your ox or your donkey or any of your animals, nor the alien within your gates, so that your manservant and maidservant may rest as you do. Remember that you were slaves in Egypt, and that the Lord your God brought you out of there with a mighty hand and an outstretched arm. Therefore, the Lord your God has commanded you to observe the Sabbath day. Now, a lot of people might say, you know, what's the big deal? What's significant? It's not that terribly significant. Take Saturday off. You know, that's what the Sabbath was, Saturday. Now, that was written to a world that's much, much different than our world today. Most of the population in the world of that day were slaves. Slaves worked 7 days a week, 12 and 15 hours a day. That's all they did. They worked all the time. In verse 15, Moses reminds the Israelis that they had been slaves in Egypt. Remember that they had been grossly mistreated, grossly overworked, some beaten to death, and a lot died doing their work. They were slaves in Egypt. That's the kind of world this was written to. The Sabbath law, taking Saturday off to rest, is applied to the entire family, to all the slaves, all the servants, even the animals. Everybody's supposed to take the Sabbath off, and it's a day of rest. The Lord commanded everyone to take the Sabbath and rest. An amazing blessing for the average slave or servant and everybody else. In ancient Egypt, for instance, that's where Israel had been captive for 400 years. Life expectancy for the average male in Egypt, at this basically the time that Israel was there, was from 22.5 to 25 years of age. That's all the longer that males lived. Women, 35 to 37 years of age for females. They had very short lifespans. Why? They were worked to death. They never had a chance to rest. So what is God saying? He's saying, take Saturday off and rest. What's the benefit? Everybody will be more prone to live longer and to prosper more. That's the whole idea. Is it possible for people today to be a slave without slavery? Yeah, it is possible to be a slave today without slavery. How does that work? Listen, if you work all week and then work on the weekend and work on Sunday, work all the time, and don't take time off to rest, you are a free slave to work of your own doing. You're making yourself a slave, and you won't live as long, and you won't do as well. You'll be hurt. You need to rest. That's the point. So what usually happens when we take time off from work? Well, we rest. Maybe watch a football game. Go to church. Spend time with family. Have a barbecue. Spend time relaxing with your family. And build that relationship, which makes life better, makes you live longer and do better. That always extends life and leads to prosperity. Doesn't mean you're going to get rich, but you're going to prosper in your life. So today, how does it apply? Take a day off to rest. I will see you tomorrow.